Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final, and a chance to go up 3-1 on the Edmonton Oilers. Last game was probably the best game all playoffs long. Complete domination. Have another game like that. We're going to Edmonton for Game 5 with a 3-1 series lead. Well, it's Game 4 of the Stanley Cup Final. Game 3 is a game I'd like to put all in my mind, so we're not remembering that. Game 4, let's tie this series back up. Well, at least there's been no goals in the first minute. Like, that's surprising. Ooh, we're getting another power play. Edmonton, what are you doing? Why do we take so many penalties? Would you look at that? Pass, shoots and scores. Kachuk puts it past Skinner. No chance. Kachuk's finally making his mark on the Stanley Cup Final. Love to see that. It's 1-0 Panthers. I know giving Kachuk and Bennett to Florida were bad moves because they could be really helping us out at this point. But trading them to Florida to see them stop Edmonton from winning another cup is pure comedy. You gotta be kidding me. Now Kachuk's starting to play well. We did so well in the first 2, maybe 3 games to keep the big guys off the board, and we went 1-1. And now the big guys are starting to come up. Like, we need to defend a whole bunch better. Oh, look, we get another power play. Stop taking penalties! Would you look at that pass shoots and scores. Just over 3 minutes left in the first, another power play goal. That's 5 power play goals in the last 4 periods. And Kachuk makes it 2-0 with his second of the game. You gotta be kidding me. Like, what the heck? 5 power play goals in a game in a period? Like, what the heck? Oh, well, I guess it's a dumping. Verhaeghe took it off with Stetcher. We got to Lundell, shoot, scores! Lundell driving down with only 42 seconds left in the period. Anton Lundell! Let's go! 3-0 Panthers at the end of 1. You know, Lundell's going to be such a good Montreal Canadian when we trade for him this offseason. What? Yeah, we're gonna trade for him. If they're keeping Bennett, they won't be able to afford Lundell anymore. You gotta be kidding me. We were 42 seconds away from only a 2-0 deficit, just like Game 3. And now we're down 3-0. Listen, I'm all for the comeback Oilers, but this is starting to look pretty bleak. Oh, would you look at that? We get a power play now. Pass. Drysdale to RNH, shoot, score. Finally, Nugent Hopkins gets on the board. It's about gosh dang time. I mean, he was tearing it up against Dallas, but since like Game 3 or 4 of that series, he's been very quiet. So good job, RNH. He's got power play goals, a 3-1 game. I hate Nugent Hopkins for what he did to us this year in the conference final. Okay, you know what? We took a penalty we should not have. You know they were going to be called after the first period of how many power plays we got, but it's only a 3-1 game. We don't give up another one. We should be fine and dandy. Look at that. We got pass. Nurse walks in, shoots, scores! Nurse! Roosted on Bobrovsky. No chance for him. Beautiful stuff. Nugent Hopkins, Nurse, puts it up high on Bobrovsky. It's the way you beat him. It's a 3-2 game. We're not out of this yet. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, as long as we don't give up another one. I mean, a 1-goal lead's not ideal, but at least you wouldn't have given up. What the heck is 3-3? Hey, backhand shoot, score! Pod calls in. Let's go. We've come back from the dead. 3-3, 3-goal second. We've tied up going into the third. Let's freaking go. You know, I'm starting to think we gave up on Pod Colson a little bit too early. You gotta be kidding me. We came into this period with a 3-0 lead. We had nothing to lose. How do we give up 3 straight? Oh, great. So now we have to go into the third period and at least score 1 goal on Pickard, who apparently can play a lot better than Stuart Skinner. Kapanen's got it. He's in. We pass to the Wallman, shoot, score. Wallman. No chance for Bobrovsky. That's 4 unanswered. 5 left. We're about to tie this series up at 2. You know, Wallman might win a Stanley Cup, but I'm still liking the first round pick we got in next year's draft for him. Like, that was a brilliant move from Will Greer. You gotta be kidding me. We've given up 4 straight. We're 5 minutes away from blowing a 3-goal lead and losing this game to send it back to Edmonton 2-2. No, we cannot do it. Someone step up and step up now. Would you look at that pass with the goalie pulled? Someone get it. Shoot, score! He scored! Reinhardt! He got the 3rd goal that squashed Edmonton's momentum last game. He gets the game-tying goal in this game. 19 seconds left and it's 4-4. Tie game. Take that, Edmonton. You know, I know we got Levi in a first-round pick for him, but imagine if Reinhardt was still with us. Like, we could have maybe actually made the playoffs one of these past couple of years. You gotta be kidding me. They parried us. They did the exact same thing Perry did in the Game 2. In Game 2, we tied up and we lost. So if they tied up, they're still gonna lose in overtime. We're beasts in the overtime period. Well, you know what? It was not pretty. We gave up that go-ahead goal in the third period, but we tied it up. We're still one shot away from sending this thing back to Edmonton in a 2-all series. Golden's got it. He passes it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl, he's walking in. He shoots. It goes off Mikkola. It's in. It's in. It's in. Leon Draisaitl. Second time this series. Overtime winner from Draisaitl. And there you have it. Comeback win from 3-0 down. Picker lead. This means he's obviously going to be starting Game 5 now. And we win 5-4 in overtime, 2-2 series, and now we're 2 games away from the cup. Like, there was no chance of Bobrovsky in that one. We shouldn't even be here at this point. We should not have blown a 3-goal lead. Like, that was a game the Panthers cost themselves. So we need to wipe that one away from our memory and get into Game 5 with a different mindset of holding onto a lead if we get it. I really hate the Florida Panthers, but Marchand, you go win your Stanley Cup. I know you lost in Game 4, but there was a 2-2 series in 2011. And guess who came out on top? The US team over the West Canadian team. I still think that will happen. You go get your cup, Marchand. I feel you, Florida. Like, we lost 2 overtime games to Edmonton too. Like, if we had won those 2 overtime games, we would have been up 3-2 going into Game 6. Like, we should have been able to get out of the second round this year. Man, these playoffs are exciting. The Mammoth cannot wait to make it into the playoffs next year and hopefully go on a little bit of a run. Who cares about the cup final? We acquired Chris Kreider. Let's go. This is the first step in what will be a really good Ducks offseason to get us back to the postseason next year. 450 goal scorer. If he can bounce back this year, at least be a 40 goal scorer, this is going to be a great move for the Ducks. We got a second round pick who might eventually be a bottom 6 forward and a move up 15 spots in the draft for Kreider. And now there's talk about Zibanejad leaving, Lafreniere leaving, and then potentially trading Miller or Susie. I know the Rangers are trying to free up cap space to go out and free agency and get things, but like, what is this team going to look like next year? Well, it wasn't pretty. We were down 3-0 in this game, but we stormed back 3 unanswered in the second, and we got the overtime victory thanks to Draisaitl, his Stanley Cup setting 4th overtime winner of the postseason. Love to see that. Great stuff from Draisaitl. And we're going back to Edmonton in a 2-2 series.